Welcome back to the Daily Crypto Market Update. Congratulations, everyone, on another all-time high for Bitcoin at $119,488. Wait a second. I think we actually just beat that today. No. Oh, okay. Just under $120,000. Gosh, we're getting super duper close, aren't we, to my target. This is basically, we're coming right up on it. Two overlapping Fibonacci levels at $121,000. Impressive. Nice. I love it. Looking at the TBO indicator, the trending breakout indicator, this big mass right here, the best thing I can tell you about this is that the slow line continues to curl upward in a very strong direction. It is a very strong bullish chart. Reality check time. And this is what you're not going to want to hear. We are extremely overextended from the fast line, which is the fastest moving average right here at $111,800. I am not saying Bitcoin must fall today to this level, but I am saying that we've had a really nice run so far, especially having a move up of 1.42% on a weekend is a great sign. But we're getting overextended. And this works to both directions. If this was super duper bearish and we were overextended to the downside, I'd say, well, we should be having some sort of return to the mean or return back to the TBO fast line soon. And when things are bullish, it's still the same scenario. It's still the same outcome. On the weekly time frame, Bitcoin is just ripping to higher highs. We have the highest weekly close ever at $119,000. Again, the weekly still looks super duper strong bullish. Now, other really good things. On the weekly time frame, volume was great. It did slightly exceed the volume we saw on the 26th of May. It did not exceed the moving average. On balance, volume still looks good, but the best thing is that weekly RSI has closed above short-term overhead resistance. This is a good sign. And more importantly, this high here that was locked in at 78.39 is greater than the high over here. This is good. Anytime we start to break these decreasing local highs and we break that pattern, it is a strong bullish signal. Speaking of RSI, on the daily time frame, we also did the same thing. Bitcoin closed an RSI high of 85.59 yesterday, which is my target, which exceeds the level we saw back over here in May. Now, we still have a ways to go to really get frothy. Believe it or not, our super duper frothy levels are when things get up to like 95 and above, or even at 90 and higher. But this is a great sign of bullish continuation for Bitcoin. Everything is looking really, really nice, except for the fact that we are closing in on significant overhead resistance here at $121,000, which is literally just a couple of percent away. We will hit this week. Now, I'm going to give you two scenarios. Scenario number one, you're not going to like. Scenario number two, you're going to love it. Because scenario number two, you guys will not stop leaving comments on my videos, which again, I appreciate because YouTube, the algorithm really loves it when you leave comments. So please continue to leave salty comments. I will just continue to sip those salty tears with my delicious coffee, because salted, delicious coffee with tears in it doesn't work at all. I don't know what I'm saying. Scenario number one, the price of BTC goes up and it respects the $121,000 Fibonacci extension overlapping target. And we get a slight pullback. Where? Well, the next logical target would be here, 116K, but honestly, I don't even think it will fall down that hard. And again, we are super overextended. I don't expect a pullback of 8%, maybe a pullback of 4%, but we really don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. But this should be a respected target. It should be hit, wicked, smacked, whatever you want to say. It should be tagged, tested, and then we get a drop. Now, scenario number two is we get a pierce of this level, or better yet, just a close above. And basically, we move on all the way up here to 139K, and we just keep going higher. So scenario one is we respect $121,000, and we fall back down short term and continue moving up higher. Scenario number two, we break through this like a bullet through a wet paper towel, going right up like nothing ever happened. So we'll see what happens next. Just a couple of other things to keep in mind. We do have, where did they go? Oh, they're there. Too many charts. We have a new CME Gap, but it wasn't printed over the weekend. This is printed on Thursday. So we have, unfortunately, we have a CME Gap at $114,380, at $114,380. $380 at $114,380, which is just a little bit lower than this. So it's a 4% move. So we do have kind of a pullback target, but I really don't want to talk about it too much because it's not fun. Now, Ethereum has been doing really well. Most importantly, the TBO slow line is starting to curl up here, which is great. It's super exciting to see it starting to build bullish price action. On the weekly time frame, it closed above the cloud. Like RSI on the weekly is looking strong bullish. Metrics on the daily are looking strong bullish. And we do have a new CME gap at 28.53. So while this is like a little bit salty, again, 4% down, if Bitcoin has a pullback, Ethereum will follow. Both gaps will get filled and we go up higher. There's still other remaining gaps here at 33 and here at 4,000. Now, some of the most important charts right here. Bitcoin dominance fell back inside of the cloud and it's remained inside of the cloud. When this happens, this is called bearish consolidation. Consolidation just means chop. We're doing the wave and it's consolidation doing the wave to the downside. We have a TBO close long back here on Wednesday, which is great. We've seen RSI have a reset here on Friday, which means that we see RSI fall below 25, go back up, but it's actually going back down again. I want to see Bitcoin dominance fall lower. We'll see what happens. And the fact that it's continuing to droop is great. There are no real bearish signs on the weekly yet. The weekly close is just down 1%. Can you imagine how insane things are going to get when we have like a 3% or 4% close on the weekly for alts? Yeah, it's going to get literally insane. But for now, we're doing great. We're doing just fine. Stablecoin dominance. This is one I was really excited about when it broke support. And you guys remember that? Maybe you faded that. It's okay. I understand. It's all right. I mean, my name is Moon and Papa. Well, the moniker is whatever. Let's just keep going. So we have a break of support here. Tested it as resistance. Respected it. Boom. We have our first TBO breakdown, but crickets. No other TBO breakdowns yet. The next thing to watch is RSI. Now, the good news is that daily RSI is putting in lows and lows and lows. Again, it's like a hardware store. It's amazing. So we got 15.07. We have 15.14, slightly higher. We want to see today's RSI level beat our low back here at 1310. That is the goal. Others, market cap continues to push higher and higher. Daily RSI is at 83, which is awesome, but better than that. We have a confirmed open long on Saturday, and we're seeing the price of this market cap stall right here at TBO resistance. Now, this does not mean it's the end of the rally, nor does it mean it's the end of the world, but it is a significant level to pay attention to. As far as the weekly goes, we're not strong overbought. We're not looking super duper bullish, but this is a good sign on the daily. Plus, confirming an open long is fantastic. Now, the truth is that the TBO indicator is the best trending indicator I have ever used, and I've tried them all. I want you to get access to it by joining the Better Traders Club. The link for this is in the description below, but the truth is that you actually get a free month trial of it when you take this course, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom. This is a great course. Coaching is included in this course. You learn how to use automated trading tools and active trading tools. Automated trading tools, what I mean by that is basically this over here on All Trading. So I have a position here on All Trading that was closed in just over 2 days here for Link. I did not touch this. I didn't even know that it opened it. It just automatically opened it and closed it for me, which is awesome. A nice 5% move. And there are tons of charts just like this that are opening and closing positions automatically. And that's taught in our course here at 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom at thebettertraders.com. So when you sign up for the course, you get a month trial of the trader tier of the Better Traders Club. Now, one quick note about Ethereum before I forget. You'll see this chart floating around. Be careful. This is very deceiving. Ethereum leverage shorts going all in, biggest short on record. It's true. But I also saw a post saying that this data is not being represented 100% correctly, and that what's actually happening is that the people that are opening these shorts on Ethereum are just milking the system. They're basically farming for the rebates that they're getting on their shorts because the CME is paying so much more money to short the position, and they're using the profits to stake Ethereum. So they're actually doing okay. Yes, we should see a short squeeze for Ethereum, but it's not as desperate as it looks like it is. Let's keep going, and I want to share today's picks with you. Before I do, remember to share this video, like the video, leave a comment with coins that you're interested in the description below. First off, I have to give credit where credit is due. We did talk about Hedera Hashgraph / HBAR when it printed a TBO close short last week. It went absolutely parabolic since then, up 56%. It had one of you fantastic, lovely people asking for this over and over. I think it's the guy with the PFP like this. I can't remember the name, but the guy that loves calling me Doom and Papa, which I love it. I think that's hilarious. But congratulations, HBAR had a massive pump on Sunday, up 22%, and it confirmed an open long. RSI is at 94.61. I'm laughing because if you are trying to enter into position right now for this, you're way too late. But because charts like this, we're going to see them all over the place, are super overextended. People are going to be frothing and rushing into charts like this. Don't worry, you'll get your chance. Now, this one did have an incredible TBO breakout cluster here on the 4-hour last week on Wednesday. And from that signal, we can see that HBAR has pumped up 45%, which is crazy. Stellar Lumens also having an incredible weekend. All of this, look, TBO breakout cluster. Now, this move was not predicted at all. There's no way I was expecting XLM to pump 80%, but congrats to all of you that bought and held. We have a confirmed open long here on Friday, and the price over the weekend moved up 35%. And most importantly, look where it closed. It closed right here at the 786 fib level, and it opened just above it. This is a good sign. It's just a little bit overbought with RSI at 97.03. You guys are going to dream about days like today or rather weeks like this. Just understand this is insanely abnormal, completely abnormal. Mantle. This is one I'm excited about because I have an automated long position that is still open on Mantle. You guys remember this thing on AllTrade? I shared this with you a while ago. Back over here, it was opened on the 9th of July. So 5 days ago, which was not the best time, at least I thought, but this is why trend trading rules. And it's so good because when you're in a trend like this, you just stay in it as long as possible. Even if it means you get in at the wrong time, even if it incorrectly identifies a trend and you get stopped out over and over. You'll get some wins, but might get stopped out over and over. I'm going to link the truth about trend trading video to the end of this one. But I want you to see this. Staying with the trend has now netted me. Well, I haven't sold anything yet. I'm going to leave it open to see how high it's going to go. But so far, I'm in profit at 19% with 3x leverage. It's not too shabby for a little trend trading bot that's doing pretty well. Up $100. Hopefully, we're going to go to the next 20%. Next 20%, maybe I'm going to squeeze like $300 or $400 out of this one trade. But I will tell you the truth about this. This trend trading strategy, you will get one mega win, but you'll get tons of little paper cuts. I'm giving away too much. I talk about this way more in the video. But again, I love this. I'm really excited about it. And we have a lot of signals that precede it. TBT Bullish Divergence clusters, which are these green tabs right here, and 2 TBO close shorts. You guys have heard me talk about this. These are my favorite bullish reversal signals, and now you know why. BONK. How could we go a day without talking about BONK, right? The big news for Big Badonkadonk is that it actually printed a TBO breakout, but more importantly, it pushed and closed above TBO resistance here at 25.43 yesterday, which is amazing. BONK has a lot of momentum working with it, and look at volume. This is healthy, really strong volume. I expect BONK to continue to rip higher and harder. It's looking great. PENGU, another chart, another meme coin rather, pumped yesterday 28% after printing 3 in a row TBO breakouts. That, my friend, that is stupid insane. You have no idea how bullish that is, but I do, because as soon as I saw that confirm, I opened a long here. And what's crazy is that my long here on, oh, that's the wrong one. Where is it? Right here. My long here, I opened it at 0.024 cents. It actually went against me by 11%. Was I panicking? Was I freaking out? Was I watching the charts? No, because I know the TBO. When I see a 3 in a row TBO breakout like this, I'm going to be putting in my position. I'm going to walk away. And right now I'm walking away with profit. I already sold some at 12%. I have another take profit target up here at about 38%, 40% or so. And it almost got filled. So close. But right now I'm sitting pretty on a nice, easy trade because of using the TBO indicator. So again, you get access to it when you take 15 minutes to financial freedom. Let's keep going on. SUI, I have another leveraged long position that's been open for quite a while on SUI that I opened back over here on Wednesday. This one, I can't show it to you because it's on my phone. I didn't think about taking a screenshot, but I'll do it tomorrow just for fun bragging rights. But this one is looking great. It's up 4% today, but most importantly about this chart, it's above the 618 fib level, which is great because you can see here on Thursday it struggled. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, open long confirmed, and today it's above that level. That is awesome. But the next thing that we need to be careful about with this chart is overhead resistance. Now, this is significant overhead resistance because this has been in place, or rather started in January and then confirmed here in May. I expect there to be a test, not necessarily a pierce of this, but if it does, guess what? I'm just going to leave my position open because might as well ride the trend as much and rather as long and high and hard as possible. So this is a great looking chart right now. PEPE, good old Pepe Le Pew, is doing really, really well. It confirmed a TBO Open Long. It looks really similar to SUI actually right now before it broke out. That's kind of wild. But because we're seeing so many other memes pumping right now, BONK and PENGU, I think PEPE is just being left in the dust. And I saw someone asking about Doge. Why not add Doge? Doge is like the king. You know, you have to understand something about crypto. People's attention spans in crypto, they're worse than squirrels. They're worse than the dogs that chase squirrels. They're those squirrels that the dogs chase. No one's going to remember the gains made with Doge. Only the people that were in the last cycle. So think of all the new people here. No one in memes right now is talking about Doge. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. Pepe had an amazing run before. There might be another rally for Pepe because memes are doing well, but that's not really what I'm seeing. I'm seeing lots of other newer coins pumping. There might come a time where the OG meme coins pump, but just be careful over investing into older tech. ICP, again, worst ticker in the world, but we have a TBO Open Long in progress. But more importantly, on the weekly time frame, we have a confirmed TBT Bullish Divergence signal right here. The last time we saw this one, this was a great one right here. We saw ICP pump up 400%. Now see all of these ones that precede it. Note, when the slow line is pointing down dramatically, we need to be very, very cautious and careful about that. This is the first one that we're seeing, so it does not necessarily mean this is the ultimate bullish signal, but the main difference right now compared to back over here is the cloud. The cloud is pointing down. This means that the trend is macro bearish. Right now, the cloud is flat, which means that we should see ICP pump. Chronos, similar story. Massive close on the weekly, up 30%, has a TBT Bullish Divergence signal. On the daily, it's printed a TBO Open Long as well. ONDO, this one printed a TBO Open Long, and it's really oversold still, in my opinion. We aren't seeing anything necessarily on the weekly, but charts like this that haven't pumped yet, you're going to see so many of these just go absolutely crazy. And it's basically, they're just waiting in line. You just can't see where the line is. But if a chart is pumping that's similar in the same narrative, same area, you can expect it, not expect it, but there's a higher chance it's going to pump. I'll say that way. Atom, it confirmed a TBO Open Long yesterday, which is great. But more importantly, on the weekly, I shared this also last week that it printed a TBT Bullish Divergence signal. The last time we saw this confirm, it pumped over 100%. We could see a nice 100% move, maybe, but I think just at the top of the weekly cloud at about 836 is a good target. HNT, congrats everybody. Not only do we have a TBT Bullish Divergence signal, but on the daily, we're seeing HNT just pumping higher and harder. Now, the main thing that I'm concerned about, is not volume. Volume looks good. It's not on balance volume. That looks good too. It's daily RSI. Seeing daily RSI peak out at 84, which is amazing. But looking at this, like this is absolutely parabolic. Yes, it could still go up higher. And I would love to see HNT go up higher. But right now, we haven't really seen it poke above the daily cloud yet. And the slow line is still pointing down. This is an amazingly bullish sign. Now, am I happy about this? Oh, yeah. Of course I'm happy because I have an open long position here on AllTrade for HNT. I've taken profit twice out of a moderate position, so I've realized about 20% profit since entering. Even a terrible entry Look at that. Like, this just goes to show if you know what's happening in the charts, you can get a terrible entry, have the price go against you 10% and still walk away like a king. Look at that. So yes, I do think that H&T can go higher, but we also need to be careful not to forget realizing profits. Oh, and by the way, did I share this already on PENGU? I think I did. I think I'm just so happy right now. And this is how a lot of you feel, I'm sure. Now, some charts that you got to pay attention to. We got to be watching right now. Actually, this is the time frame. XRP hit TBO resistance on the weekly just below $3. It topped out at $2.97 last week. On the daily time frame, this is an extremely bullish looking chart. XLM is already pumping. XRP should be pumping too, but RSI at 92 is huge. It's also extremely overextended from the daily TBO fast line. I'm just letting you know. Link, this one finally closed above long-term overhead resistance, confirming an open long on Saturday as well. It's a great move. I love to see it go higher, but it's going to be taking a lot of time apparently. But the next target for this chart is going to be right up here. It's going to be at about 24 bucks. Algorand closed above short-term overhead resistance on Thursday, Friday, looking great. Saturday, open long. Yesterday, up 20%, and it's also above TBO resistance. Amazing. This is a great looking chart. And yes, TBO breakout cluster on the 4-hour preceding the move, of course. SPX, this one, look at the price action. It got so close to testing its all-time high at about 177, but more importantly, look at the slow line. It's curling up. So even if this one drags back down to the fast line at $1.39, don't freak out. The macro trend is bullish right here. I'm excited for this to go higher. And again, it's a meme coin. We're seeing memes do really well. And speaking of, our last chart today is Fartcoin. We saw daily RSI on Thursday close at 70, breaking this level. Notice that we're getting these higher highs and higher lows with RSI, but most importantly, this is a bull flag. So there are two scenarios. One is that we hit this level and we get respected and it falls back down, which is unlikely unless Bitcoin respects 121K. If it does, everything else is going to follow. But if Fartcoin has enough gas left in the tank, then we will see it shoot above its overhead resistance level, retrace to claim it as support, and it'll push up higher because, as they say, hot air rises. You guys, there is still so much left of this bull run, and I'm super pumped for you. And I'm also pumped to see my portfolio growing. Now is the time to get the education you need to walk away from this crypto bull market with life-changing gains. And that happens through our course here, 15 Minutes to Financial Freedom at thebettertraders.com. Click the links down below in the description. And I want you to watch this video that talks about whatever I said before in the beginning of the video. So until the next time, you know what to do. Stay awesome and stay in the green. Peace.